welcome to another Jess video. Today I am showing you a new side of myself. I am very much a bookworm. So, as the title says, I will be showing you my bookcase with all of my books. Now, I've collected a few, I shouldn't say all of my books. The majority of my books are here, but I also have books downstairs, and I have books with my mom, and I've lent out a few books. They're kind of everywhere, but this is most of my books. So, hey, let's get started. This first shelf brings us books of poetry and little books that I've collected through my elementary school. We move on to the next shelf, which contains lots of classics and books that I've picked up over the years but probably will not read. There's a few that I've gotten pretty far through, but I don't think I've finished any of these books. Now, this shelf is the starting of the books that I adore. These books over here are one of the series that I read. Well, it's meant for little kids. I read it anyway, very recently. It's still really good. The fifth book is out. I have yet to read the fourth. Now, this series I don't have the first one of, but I would recommend it. It's basically a futuristic story of a lot of different fairy tales. This story is also very good, this series. And we reach John Green. I have all of his books, not all of them are here. They are amazing. And then Rick Riordan. I've read almost all of them. I haven't read The Blood of Olympus yet, but it is on my to-do list. And on to the next shelf. Now, this shelf brings the Nancy Drew books, which I have yet to read, and any books with blue stickers I have yet to read. This book is amazing. It's a book to read all in one go because it can get a little freaky, especially if you're reading at night. 13 Reasons Why by J. Asher. Recommend it. This book is written by the person that wrote The Maze Runner. The first book was really good. I have yet to read the second one, but yes, recommend it. This is a series, really good. Haven't read the second one yet. And moving on, a lot of my books are very fantasy or mythology related, so this one's very mythology. This one's a little murder mystery. It's a little creepy. And then, of course, Sherlock Holmes. Okay, moving on to my other shelf. Up here is the books that I've gotten recently. Some of them I've read, some of them I haven't. This book right here, If You Could Be Mine, amazing book. It's really good. I think there's probably a bit of controversy in it, but it's still amazing. Recommend it. This one's very fluffy, so not a lot of plot, but it's pretty good. This one I started it, but I got a little bored, so I don't think I'm going to finish it as much as I tried. But yeah, on to the shelf. These are books that I've picked up, but not necessarily have read. These I haven't read yet, These ones both very, very good. This one, I've read the first two. I've yet to read the third and fourth. I will soon, I hope. Haven't read these. Zack and Mia, amazing. These classics, they're really good. This one is apparently super good, but it's been stopped publishing. I got it at an old bookstore. I can't wait to read it. Apparently it's really good. And then these two are also very good. Little science fiction love stories. Yeah. And that's my bookshelf. So, that's my bookshelf. As I said before, this isn't all my books. One book that's not on my shelf is the book that I'm reading right now. It's called Afterworld by Scott Westerfeld. Scott Westerfeld is one of my favorite authors. He's amazing, and I'm really loving this book. I've barely dented it, but I'm working on it. It's super good, and I love how he wrote this. Another book that I really like It's not mine. I borrowed it from my friend, and right now my mom's reading it as well. It's called Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. It's very good. This book was lent to me by my friend. Highly recommend it. So, the majority of my books are downstairs. Like, I own Divergent, and I own all the City of Bones, and there's a bunch of other books, and I have like a box, or 2 boxes, downstairs of books that I've read that I just don't want to get rid of. But these are the books that are very important and I keep in my room. So I hope maybe I've given you some ideas for books that you would want to read. I don't know if you're a reader. If my books are very mythological, action, science fiction, fantasy. They're like fast-paced. There's almost always romance, some cheesy thing like that. Yeah. Any political books I usually get bored by, which is nothing. These are all books that are very fast-moving, and I can read pretty fast. But yeah. So if you liked my video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any book recommendations, make sure you leave them in the comments down below. In the description below, I will have a link to my blog and my Facebook page. Make sure you check that out. I'll be giving updates and stuff like that on those places. So